know now more than ever that we need a space to be rooted in healing. And we know that because we are raising Black neurodivergent children during this time.
As the co-founders of Autism in Black, we realized 8 years ago that there really wasn't a space for us to feel safe, for us to take care of our children, and more importantly, for the community to come together.
So we invite you into our space, a space of healing, for the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference. I'm Maria Davis-Pierre. I'm the CEO and founder of Autism in Black.
AIB community, yours truly, Dr. Barry Pierre, the co-founder of Autism in Black, and I welcome you to West Palm Beach, Florida, to join me on the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference.
Happening here in West Palm Beach, Florida, April 17th through the 19th. If you are a Black autistic adult, professional, or parent, we want to welcome you into this space.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is Maria Davis-Pierre, CEO and founder of Autism in Black, here with my husband.
What's going on, everybody? You're truly Dr. Barry Pierre, the co-founder of Autism in Black. Welcome to another episode of the Vision Venue series. This is conference week, and I told you I was bringing out the big guns this week. I told you. I know y'all thought I was playing. No. We need y'all at that conference, and we're going to make sure we pull out all stops, right? Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, young lady.
Say your name.
Hi, my name is Malia. I'm 13 years old, and I was born with autism.
Here we go, y'all. Here is Malia. She is the reason we created Autism in Black, and she is our special guest just for a moment today for you all to say hi. We've been promising her that she was going to be on a live, so here it is before conference. So what do you want to do with Malia for these few minutes, Dr. Barry?
So I think just because a lot of times we talk about the origin and kind of where things started, and a lot of you, if you heard my wife's story, if you heard my story, we always kind of talk about, getting our daughter's diagnosis, learning about our daughter's diagnosis, my wife being kind of the first one to kind of notice like what happened, notice something was happening. And what I think is so important is that, especially for a lot of parents, seeing like the product just continue to grow, right? Seeing your child just grow, seeing like your efforts, right? In real life, right? And every day, when we wake up, when we do a live, when we do a summit, when we do a conference, this lady right here, this young woman right here is my driver. She's the reason why, I will lose sleep. I will talk to dads and parents and whoever I need to talk to kind of get this message out here. Because I know I'm blessed and fortunate. If I did not have my wife, and she did not have the drive and the knowledge to say, you know what, we can do better. We need to do better. Like it could be a different trajectory, right? So I definitely want to just make sure. And of course, anytime I get a chance to, give my daughter some FaceTime, right? Like that's like, why not? Like I'm always going to do that.
Tell people about your book.
I would like to tell about my Express Yourself Feelings book.
Yes, this is a book we created together. It's for sale in our Shopify shop, and all money made from this book goes into this one's account because she is the author. She's right there on the actual coloring book. So when you purchase one of these, you're actually helping out this young lady for her future. And tell the people what you're going to do when you are an adult.
Remember that though, I'm going to move to Korea.
Okay, well, not that one. Well, not that one. We have not. We're in disagreements on that one.
What are you going to do in Korea? What are you going to do in Korea, Malia?
I'm going to make a conference in Korea.
Okay. What about what do you want to do when for your job?
For my job, I wanted to be a real life chef in fast food restaurants.
Okay, so we own restaurants around here. She's in the culinary program. That's what she's doing. The Korea thing, we'll talk about. So
Yes, shout out to her. We love that. We love that. And again, and that's something that I could tell you. When I first got that diagnosis, I didn't know what was going to happen. I've talked about this in the past, where I was like, all right, like what I thought like was going to be my daughter's, life when she grows up, I was clueless. And for me to be able to kind of step back and just allow her to grow and say, you know what, I want to be a cook. I want to own a restaurant. I want to do it in Korea. Hey, the world is yours. Go ahead and rock out. That's why we need you to buy those books, right? That's why we need you to buy those books. She can travel where she want to go. Buy those books. Get to the conference.
Tell them to come to the conference.
Thank you so much for having me, and make sure to come to my mom and dad's conference.
There we go.
Good job. Let's go.
We are still talking about that Korean thing, okay? I am not ready for that. I don't know. Well, I do know that's one of her special interests is all things Korea, Japan. We had plans to go, but with the person in office, traveling out of the country is not safe for us at the moment. So once he's out, we will make that trip. And that's going to be her trip. I don't know about her living there. Dr. Barry's all for it. I am not. I guess me and her will be living there together. We'll be living over there together. I don't know what she really has it. And then she snuck that one in. She snuck that one in.
She love it. She letting you know, like, hey, by the way, I'm being Korea.
She snuck it in. I get my baby. Oh.
But yes. But for my autism parents, if your child has interest in anime and Korean, shows and whatnot, hit us up. So
K-pop,
K-pop, all that. Hit us up. She always like to have a nice little friend. She's 13, so
yes, and K-pop and the things that we have all gotten privy to because of her special interests. So shout out to Malia for gracing us with her presence today. So let's get into it. We are in conference week. We are 3 days away.
Oh, yes.
3 days away from the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference. Very excited. And before we get into talking about what we're going to talk about today, we like to throw it to Dr. Barry because we have 3 more days to increase our YouTube goal. So
yes. So again, for those who've been with us from the beginning, our goal has been to say, you know what? Let's drive our YouTube subscribers up, especially with all of the amazing content that we do specifically for the YouTube page, whether it be the podcast episodes, whether it be this Vision to Venue series, whether it be the next thing we start for the next thing we do. It's all going to be on the YouTube channel, so you got to get there. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Right now, we are up to, let me look here. I looked at it this morning. So I want to make sure you have 705 subscribers, man. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, I see Akira is on with us on YouTube. Shout out to Akira. We see you. Again, we appreciate y'all support. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Like I said, we got a lot of amazing content headed towards the YouTube way, right? So if you're a YouTuber, we're going to have a lot of content specifically for you, specifically on that channel over there. But again, if you love the podcast, you want to see the video of it, it's on the YouTube page, right? If any Mindful Mondays, on the YouTube page, right? So yeah, it's an exciting time, y'all. Conference week is almost like championship week for me, man. I'm just ready for it to go.
Meanwhile, I am running around in an anxious mode this week because it is conference week. I'm getting messages, emails, all the last minute things that we are trying to do. Today is the last day for in-person tickets. After this live, Dr. Barry is going to the registration site, and he is going to take off all of the in-person tickets. So if you haven't gotten in, but you still want to, this is your time. Vendor registration will also close once we get off here as well. So this is your last sprint if you want to get those tickets in that vendor spot. So there's that. What else, Dr. Barry? I am trying to make sure.
Yeah, no, I think it's I think as we count down, right? And for those, as you probably already noticed, right? Once we get closer and closer to the conference, we start winding down the promotional aspect of it, right? Because now it's just about, so you probably haven't seen an ad or like it's just right now it's just word of mouth and you guys jumping on the live with us. And we do that. Okay, still getting emails, still gonna get emails, especially, and that's why you gotta be on the listserv. If you're not on that listserv, again, type in newsletter on Facebook and Instagram, and then boom, you head over there. Or it's I think it's in. I'm not sure if you put in your links yet, but yeah. So yeah, but if you type in newsletter, it is in there. It's autismblack.org/newsletter. Get signed up to the listserv. That way you could be on the email list so that when the next event and the next event and the next event comes through, you're already aware. Or when it's time to promote an event like this, you get those daily emails, right? Because we want to make sure that by the time this conference, because one thing that I love is that by the time this conference is over, if you are on that listserv, you are not going to be like, I did not know that the conference was coming up. Because we've had that in the past where, because again, again, this is just the two of us trying to, we're learning as we go. Right. So, we'd send an email once a week or something like that. And people are like, oh, why you ain't telling me?
Every day. Yeah. Prior, last year, once a week, year before, when I thought about it.
Right. Nah. So because we wanted to make sure, especially as we get into the 6-year conference, that it was like, all right, let's make sure, our audience knows, right? Our audience knows what's going on with us, that they get used to, really just more importantly, get used to it, right? Because how many of us would hop on someone's newsletter and we never hear from them? Right. I done signed up for so many newsletters that I'm shocked. In fact, the only time I hear from them is come Black Friday. Black Friday come around, all of a sudden I get 30 emails from them. And then right after Black Friday, they disappear again. Right. And no, our job is to, again, really drive home the fact that it is work time for us all year round. Right. Because again, I know this is Autism Awareness Month. Right. But again, after this month, right, it's always autism awareness. Right. Especially in our Blackness. And so that's why we want to just make sure, just driving home the fact that, and like I said, it's an exciting time for us. Like I said, it's now, like I said, we're on episode 44. 44, right? So again, we're just counting down. We're just excited. I went down, had to go to Miami to pick up some things, and so we're going to Sam's and getting things, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, it's about time. It is about time. So we're just excited for it. Again, if you're coming to do a conference, whether it be virtual or in person, definitely, again, I do not want you to be a stranger wherever you're at, right? Whether if you're virtual, make sure you are active in the chat, because I'm gonna be active in the chat. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be active in the chat. Make sure you are active in the chat. If you're in person, y'all gonna see us, right? So it's not like we're holding a conference and you're not gonna even know where the hosts are, right? We're gonna be right there, front and center with you guys. Having a good old time, whether it be at the, the pajama jam thing Maria's doing, or the game night thing, or we're going to have a good old time for us, right? Yeah. Well, I don't know what they're doing. They're doing some game night thing. I ain't going to be there, y'all. So it's going to be.
You're going to be at the game night. The game night's for everybody. So please.
What's the thing? Oh, no, I'm not going to be at a head wrap thing. Head wrap. Yeah. I ain't going to be at a head wrap thing. There's no point for me to be at a head wrap.
A little live for us.
I'll do live. I'll do live.
You have VIPs who are men who can come to the head wrap. So
okay. It sounds a little gender to me, but that's neither here or there, right? Head wrap. It's just for the women. See, like it's just for the women. See, like again, I don't know. You put in the comments. Y'all let me know. Right?
Our audience is 90% women.
We are aware.
is 90% Black women.
Yes.
And
shout out to y'all.
this was a vote, so it wasn't just a me thing. So.
shout out to y'all. We love y'all.
Look, LaShawna said he isn't. He's gonna be there, LaShawna. He's gonna be there. He gonna have to come in and get some footage. I mean, obviously our camera people will be there too. But
camera folks there. I pay the camera folks to be there. I'm gonna go live. I'll be on live. I'll be on live with the folks.
You gotta stop
with the virtual audience. Virtual audience, Kate.
I cannot with you. You do too much. So, yes, we have a nice weekend full of events that we are very excited for. Even Dr. Barry, even though he's over here teasing, he's excited about the things. We have so many things in store. I know everything that's going to happen, so it's hard for me not to let y'all know what's going to happen because I want you all to enjoy the experience, but I just can't wait for you all to experience the vision of what we're doing. This is a great question, LaShawna. LaShawna says, how soon will you announce dates for next year's conference? I want to be in the room next year. Day 3 of the conference, and since you have a virtual ticket, day 3, we this is a good comment I'm going to read next, but day 3 of the conference, as we do the close, we do the announcement.
Ooh, I like that.
We do the announcement for the next conference. So you guys who have tickets will be the first to know about conference year 7 and what we're doing. So you'll know before everybody. This is a great response, Dr. Barry, because I was just telling Dr. Barry today that he has it very easy with his daughter's hair since they're locked up. But I think men should learn head wraps in order to help their daughters. I agree. I think he need to be in there to be helping to learn. Okay, his children are locked up, so he can easily do their hair. But if they were loose natural, it would be a different type of ball game for Dr. Barry. So I agree. I think they should be in there. We have a male VIP attendee, and he is more than welcome to be up in there. One, because his ticket includes dinner. So come in there, come in there with his pajamas and chit chat and do what he wants to do. And Dr. Barry should be in there. So we'll talk about that for him because he's just being ridiculous at this point. I don't know if the conference sprint is getting to him today, but we're going to talk about that. What else?
I do like that idea, though. I do like that. I do like that. That would definitely be a way for the men, right, to get in there, right? Like, hey, y'all gotta learn, y'all gotta mind you. But hey, remember, audience, like they don't like me even going to like open houses for the school, right? So we got to remember. Right?
You attending that?
They don't want me.
You at the conference?
They don't want me going to open houses at the school.
In general,
they can't have it both ways. They can't have it both ways.
Are you attending the conference? Are you attending the conference?
I'll be there.
Okay, so that the school and what you do over there at the school don't have nothing to do with the conference, sir. Please come better.
Be there.
Come better with that.
We're gonna have a good time.
We can hear you typing on or doing whatever you're doing on your.
I'm looking. I'm just so happy that we got 700 because mind you, we started with like 500, y'all. So we got about 200 plus subscribers, right? Since we started this Vision Venue series. So I can only imagine if we did this thing like, much more frequently for every single thing that we do, right? Like imagine, right? I'm trying to drop the gems for Maria to get her like, hey, they like when we go live.
On the down slope, okay? I am on the down slope of. First of all, I'm extremely tired. I am not getting sleep. This is in conference week. There's a lot of lack of sleep that's happening because there's a lot of fires that need to be put out, things that are going to always happen when you're doing an event, things that you have to make sure is in order. all of those things that are happening at once. So your girl is on the downslope of, I don't have no energy, and I'm trying to preserve everything I have because I know adrenaline is going to hit come Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's going to wear me out. I already know, as a neurodivergent person, as a autistic woman, that come Monday, burnout is going to hit me, and I have to prep myself for that because that's just a reality of being a neurodivergent business owner. Burnout is going to happen. I have been pumping through. We haven't had a day off since Christmas, after Christmas. So we have been going. We went full throttle with this conference. We've had the boys summit in there. I'm still managing, trying to finish this dissertation. If you are a middle school teacher, go to that link and help your girl out. I need 3 more people. So we have been going full throttle. So I know once the biggest event of the year for us is over, burnout is going to hit. And it does it every year, right? And that's why there is a lag in between. You'll see me all up until conference, then conference hits. And after conference, while social media and things are still working, because, as a business, it's going to do that. We have those things in place. You won't see much of me live and things like that because I am trying to, fight through the burnout or deal with the burnout and cope and try to get that energy back. But it happens. So yeah, your girl is on the downward slope. I know there's going to be a high adrenaline push that happens Friday and Saturday and Sunday because we're going to have an amazing time. Once we get in community, it's always a great time. Like once we're around each other, once we're with our people, I'm not even worried about getting any sleep until Sunday night when everything has, finalized. And then I miss you all. And I'm like, oh, I miss my people because we had such a great time. So that's where I'm at with it. Dr. Barry is a different type of person. He'll finish Sunday.
It's a different animal over here, y'all. Let me tell y'all. When I tell you that I just get more hype, right? Especially because, again, obviously because I'm the planner, right? So I don't even have the luxury to really be focused per se on just the conference, right? Because I already got to think about like, okay, all right, like I got to plan for the couples and co-parent. I gotta do all these things here, and we're not even talking about my day job, right? Like, and I think a lot of times, especially in the Autism Black world. Because I do so much from at least the background technical perspective, even though this year they finally let me out and put me on some promotion, right? Like last year I didn't get, mind you, I did just as much work last year, y'all. I ain't get a StreamYard. Y'all didn't even know I was there. Like it was.
That's a you thing, sir. That's a you thing.
I don't know.
Oh, that was a you thing. That was a you decision.
I don't know. This year I gotta, I'm in the marketing plan this year, right? So it's outwardly that I'm here, but we tend to do a lot of work, especially on the Autism Black side. And then I take my hat off and do a lot of work for Dr. Barry Pierre Medical Consulting side, who is the primary sponsor for the Autism Black Conference. So it just becomes this thing where like the energy, I just be ready to go. Right. And I stopped. It's so funny because I was just looking on our YouTube page. The last time you probably need to do an update. The last time you talked about burnout was in 2020. Right. And it was an episode with a Dr. Barry Pierre, a stress and burnout with Dr. Barry Pierre in 2020. So you probably should update that. Right. Get a little update for our Autism and Black audience. Right, so they can get an updated version on autism burnout, especially for the neurodivergent audience and neurodivergent person, so they can see what it's like for themselves if they're neurodivergent, for their children if they're neurodivergent, if they're a professional and they take care of kids who are neurodivergent. Like it becomes this thing where so we need an update. We need an updated episode on burnout and the autism because the last one was with this guy, Dr. Barry Pierre, and I was in That was in
You really gotta stop.
2020.
This is why I also, because Dr. Bear is the plan. I tell him everything that's in my head of what we want to do. And what I have to stop doing is telling him what's in my head. Because I tell him, one, because I know I'm going to forget. So I'm like, oh, I have this idea of what I want to do. And then he's going to take it and make sure that it happens. I have to stop doing that. I got to start writing it down somewhere and then telling him when I'm ready to do it. Because if I tell him, so he already knows the full 2027 calendar, he already knows those things. So he's already planning those things. So I'm going to want a break. I just sent that man a TikTok on research about how people should be taking vacations every other month. I know he didn't watch it. So I'm going to be taking a break. He's probably going to be working, but my boundary is he can't talk to me about no work because I'm going to be managing my burnout because it's just going to come. It does it every single year. But I have gotten better with anticipating and knowing it's going to happen and putting in coping mechanisms prior to the conference instead of just having it hit me and then really going ghost. Because I think like year 1 and 2, y'all just didn't see me until the next conference. But now we have a lot of mechanisms in place to where the audience doesn't lose sight of what we're doing, and I get to take care of myself because it's very important. Lashana says, I have been researching burnout and working on some things. It's natural. What we have to understand is that burnout is always going to occur for us as neurodivergent individuals because the world and society is not set up for us. So we're constantly working in a machine that doesn't understand our needs and leads us to burnout when we have to mask for safety or for other reasons, right? When we have to push ourselves to reach goals for our jobs and things of that nature, or education and things like that. That leads to burnout because a lot of times these systems don't give us the grace to make sure we are able to take care of ourselves. So burnout happens. So knowing that it happens, we have to be aware of the signs. We have to be aware of what we need to cope and do those things so that we can take care of ourselves.
Well said.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. What else?
Trying to think for this Tuesday. Like I said,
We're gonna be at the hotel starting.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the hotel tomorrow. So we're gonna do a lot live from location, which is definitely something we were supposed to do earlier in this series and never got a chance to do it. So
we did it last year, but this year we didn't. Well, that's also because Instagram side looks a little. Oh, it actually looks all right today, which is weird. But the Instagram side, so usually we would actually play a video of us and how we toured and showing, but since the Instagram side acts up, we haven't done that. But we will be at the hotel, and I know a lot of you who are in person will be getting in Thursday. If you see us, you guys come up and talk to us. We are the type of individuals where we want to be talking to our community. You come up and talk to us because otherwise we're not going to know until, and then if I see that you have walked around and walked by me and then I see you Friday in the conference, I'm like, why you ain't say hi? Why you ain't come up? You come up and talk to us. It's all about community. So if you see us out, say hi. Let us know you're in the building and that you're ready for what we have in store for the weekend because I know we are. Just checking a message. What else, Dr. Berry?
No, I think that's a nice little teaser. Like I said, get your in-person tickets. If you have not got your in-person tickets, virtual tickets will still be up and available for those who are still purchasing or getting in the virtual line. Like I said, I think it went until Sunday. So for that standpoint, so like I said, we're gonna have a good old time, y'all. Good old time. Check back in tomorrow. Are we doing the same time tomorrow? What time are we?
We should be able to do around between 6 and 7 tomorrow because I know we are once we get to the hotel and make sure our event staff has everything that they need, then we might have a few errands that we need to run. But between 6 and 7, we should be good, because Dr. Berry also, I have to go through with him all of our speaking that we're doing to ensure that he don't get on that stage and tell my business this year. So I have to ensure that me and him practice every night, so he doesn't get on that stage and start telling my business. He can tell his business all he wants to. Don't get on that stage telling people my business, because y'all gonna see me look at him very crazy. I'm gonna be like, oh.
And for a future watch party, we'll definitely show that presentation. That was very good presentation. We'll definitely show that good presentation so they can get the reference.
I guess so. Yes.
So again, buy the book. Yeah. Buy the book. Shop.autism.org.
For those of you who missed it, our daughter was on in the first few minutes. Our oldest was on. She was talking about her book. She was talking about things that she wants to do that we need to go back and talk about as a family, because she's making decisions without including me on those decisions. So she was on in the first few minutes. So go back and watch those and support her and what she's doing, because she is doing some amazing things. And you all will see her Sunday at the conference anyway, along with our twins. So you'll see all 3 of the Pierre children on Sunday at the conference. So you get a little teaser today, and then if you was at the Boys Summit, you saw our son, and then you'll see our youngest by like 45 seconds as well. She's the shyest one of the bunch, that has the most personality out of all of them. So you'll get to see them Sunday close us out, because they come in for the closeout and help us bring you all in for next conference. So get your tickets as soon as we get off of here. Dr. Berry is taking it off because I have to get those final numbers to my event planner, and then it's just virtual from here for you all, and we will see you tomorrow evening. 2 days away. So enjoy your Tuesday evening. See you tomorrow.